Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of Campaign 2 of Malt and Magic. Happy Easter to those that celebrate it, and happy Monday to everybody else. We are very, very happy to be back. We're all a little bit lethargic after the long holiday weekend here in the UK, so you'll have to forgive us while we kick our own asses into gear to begin with. But yes, before we dive into the rest of the Tomb of the Forgotten King, or Temple of the Forgotten King, whatever we want to call it this week, let's run down our usual shout-outs and thank yous very, very quickly, because I don't know about anybody else, but anybody else even, when I can actually get my words out, but I'm very, very keen to see what happens tonight. So let's do our usual shout-outs and thank yous to our mapping tools, to Incarnate, Albo Radio and Dungeon Alchemist. I made a change about 3 minutes before we went live tonight with one of our maps because I realised I could do something cool in Albo Radio, so look forward to that tonight. Yes, very much looking forward to that. So Virtual Tabletop and Mapping, Incarnate, Albo Radio and Dungeon Alchemist. And then there are those visualization type tools, so more token generation and character creation for the visuals, so Hero Forge. And then the DM's tools I use in the background, so Kassoon, 5e Magic Shop, 2 Minutes Tools, the Thieves Guild, and World Anvil. Ugh, that was a mouthful. Of course, any of the musical tracks you can hear, or most of them are, some of them even, are courtesy of Tabletop Audio. So thank you very, very much to those folks over there. And a very, very big thank you and shout out to Battle Bards, whom we are still affiliated with, continue to be affiliated with in partnership. Very, very happy to continue that on as well. So if you use the code you can see on screen as you go and register at BattleBards 2.0, because they have got version 2 out, you can use that. The code you see to get yourselves a cheeky discount. As I say, brain's very slow tonight, so the mouth's currently working faster than the brain can process words. You can see all of our social media links at the bottom of that lower third there, so please go and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, YouTube, and of course TikTok as well. You can catch all of our past episodes on YouTube. That includes Campaign 1, Campaign 2, our one-shots, mini-series, all of those. And if you'd prefer to get those past episodes in audio format, of course you can go and check out the podcast on your platform of choice as well. Our only ask if you're listening on podcast is please, 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 if you have the opportunity, leave a rating or review. Just help spread the word and help climb those charts. And help spread the word, more importantly. And that's it for my thank yous. So we said happy birthday to Dave last week, so I won't do it again. But because we can't heap too much praise on him. And celebration. But yes, thank you all for joining us once again. There will be adult language and adult humour. Let's roll. Hey yo.
Hello.
How are we all doing?
Oh, good. Pretty good.
Ready to go.
Oh, I think Dave's the only one that's been working today, so Dave's probably absolutely fucked. And the rest of us are just in that malaise following a holiday weekend.
I'm full of chocolate.
Oh,
Too
much.
I've
I have to get some chocolate at the break.
held off as much as I can. Ugh, let's get that out. I'm no longer suffering from illness, I should say, so I don't know what that was. Just me being generally unhealthy, I think. Cool. Hey, Sane, welcome back. Great to see you again. So thank you for dropping in. Great to see some old faces joining in the chat. While we're at that stage then, let's run down the lineup. So I'm Matt, I'm the Dungeon Master. I also am playing tonight the sidekick character of Richard, who was the character of our guest star that can no longer be our guest star because schedules don't quite align up. So yes, I will be playing Richard and any other mechanical being that seems to be a companion of two of our party. So there you go, that's me.
Hello, I'm Dave. I am playing Morlan Blue Moon. We'll find out how long for. He is a lovable cleric, slightly dippy, but a wonderful furbolg who is just here to help everybody.
Hello, and I am Danny, and I play Lex, the UNT sorcerer, who is hopefully going to get Dave playing Jewel next week.
Or playing dual characters.
Yeah, or both.
That's it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.
Yeah, hello, I'm Simao, and I am playing Cassus Wispcut, the untouchable swordsman. And we'll see how tonight goes. But I'm both terrified and excited.
As it should be. So last week we continued our foray into the tomb of the Forgotten King, or the Temple of the Forgotten King, in the hopes of finding an artifact that will save our fallen friend Jewel. Cassis, having been guarding the body of Jewel and working on some spells and some other bits on the ship, had a conversation with Valazether, the ship's gunner, or the gunner of the Ebon Mirth, who said, look, you should be with your friend, off you go. Cassis somehow tracked down Lex. I haven't quite got to the bottom of how that worked yet. And found the temple, found the tomb, and then descended in, where Lex had been having a lot of fun with his two new friends, compatriots, allies, Richard and Morlin, having set off all the traps in the Hall of Traps, and then last week discovering the Hall of Illusion as well, which was the other side of the tomb, the hall with all of the mirrors down it. Having just about successfully made it through that hall, didn't spring any of the monster traps, luckily. Because that could have really fucked you up with the illusions and monsters there. Then found Cassis, had a conversation, or Lex and Lex had a conversation at this point. Confused everybody, and then started to try and figure out how we were going to explore more of this tomb and find where we needed to go. You'd done the whole perimeter and come back to the starting point, but now had to find your way to move inwards. You found a small alcove in the southeast region of the tomb, and Morlin, using their furbolg feats or features, managed to find a small little black gem which was glowing with magical energy. Lex Ordo, that is, decided, having got a little bit fed up with Richard at this point, to send Richard to test the gem. So Richard avidly did so and disappeared, seemingly transported away. Whole party followed suit and found the tomb's treasure room, where a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money, a lot of magical, or a lot of items, not necessarily magical items, sorry, were found. So the party is currently rich. Whether they get the chance to spend that is a very different question. It was at this point people started to think about the tomb itself.
Coin for the ferryman.
Who was the Forgotten King? What were they interested in? Richard explained that they were studying death and worlds beyond worlds, if you like. You all remembered that there was a small little statuette with a tiny little basin near the entrance, which was a statuette of the Matron of Ravens, or the Matron of Death herself, the Raven Queen. You went over and studied that, and then somebody had to have a drink. And I can't remember which person it was, but somebody had a drink.
I think it was Richard.
Took some damage. I think it was Richard again, yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, Richard's pretty much almost topped himself at this point. And it was at this point a portion of the wall on the north side of this corridor, if you like, began to shimmer and look like water itself. You all stepped through and found a chamber with these blue burning braziers, which magical fire then started to seep out of these braziers into these clockwork humanoid beings, or constructions, which came to life and immediately set upon you all, trying to pretty much punch the shit out of all of you. So that particular creature, I will reveal to everyone now, was a clockwork pugilist, which is thanks to the various tomes of beasts of Kobold Press. Almost forgot the name there, so thank you very much to Kobold Press as well. Very, very fun creatures in there. And there is more to come from Kobold Press as well. So, not necessarily tonight, but in future episodes. And so, we now find ourselves a little bit battered, a little bit bruised, in the room where the Clockwork Pugilists are. We have discovered 2 corridors, one to the east, one to the west. The one to the west seemingly goes to a bare wall, the one to the east goes to an archway of sorts, and then there is the northern tiny little corridor, if you like, which actually leads to a proper stone doorway, so this bit here. And as Dave's brought the map up, you will see the cool thing that apparently we can now do, which is animated maps in Owlbear. So I'm going to work a little bit more on the quality, but we've got animated maps, which is awesome, if you ask me.
Nice.
So I nerded out beforehand. So there we go. So, my band of budding adventurers, what are we doing?
The first thing I would like to do is spend some sorcery points to get some spell slots back, please. For
You
when
crack
shit
on,
gets real
sir.
in a minute.
I'd like to add for the record that some of us are battered and bruised. Others,
Some of us didn't get touched, as is our name.
I was going to say, he's, yeah, living up to their name there.
Last week, I was buzzing.
Pretty much cantrips out of Morlin from now on.
Yeah.
As long as one of those is like healing radiance or something.
Sure.
do you have divine? What's it called? I can't remember the name of it. Harvest divine power.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Harness divine power.
Harness
I've
divine
got-
power.
Yeah, I've got a
that's
channel divinity, so
You may be able to get a spell slot back. or
yeah.
At least one.
No, I think it's slightly different potentially. I'll have to double check that. Even the features and traits, right?
two. Yeah, it is an optional feature, so you might need to turn that on the character builder.
Cause I've got one per. I got one channel divinity per short rest, but I have got one that is quite a cool one. I probably should have used and probably will use shortly.
But yeah,
Sure.
if you go on your editor,
We
you
appreciate,
can turn
Dave, this is not your regular character.
So
What did you miss, Stick? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. We're still
apart
dealing
from
with.
cool.
We are just deciding
maps.
what we are doing next. Yeah, apart
Cool
from
maps.
the animated maps, which is the newest thing.
How is everyone feeling? You took quite a beating.
I must admit, I took quite a few hits there. It's almost like you didn't want me to survive.
Oh, far from it, Richard. I was hoping to do my best to look after everyone.
It's
Yeah,
okay,
I
I'm
mean-
just joking. It's fine.
Morland's the only reason that I'm on my feet now, I think so. Thanks again for that.
It's not a problem at all. You need to get to your friend.
I'm just worried, have we got enough left in the tank to actually get out of this place? We haven't even found what we came here for yet.
Well, going back without it is not an option.
Well, perhaps we need to keep searching for whatever we're looking for.
Well, we have a decision to make then. Left, right, forward. I'm assuming the big door is probably what we want to go through, right?
It's usually tends to be the case, apparently. Well, I'll approach it if you don't mind, and I will move closer to the door at the center. Big marble door you mentioned, I think.
Yes. So, as you approach the central door, if you like, immediately north of where you are, it's almost like the blue light in the room begins to dim slightly. Or at least that's how it appears. And this door seems to just radiate black ink-like energy, but at the same time, you can see a very distinct blue glow around the edge of this door.
As in, not even just magically, it's literally just a blue glow from it.
Does it look like anything I would recognize at all?
Make me an Arcana check, please.
Sure.
I'm sure this isn't it, and this is Dave completely out of character, but if you send us through a double door to the astral plane, I'm going to kill you. Just cock it.
13.
13. It's not something you recognize, but you get the impression, being a person of arcane ability, that there is magical power leaking through this door.
What the fuck's behind that door?
Certain death.
Small chance of success. What am I waiting for?
What are we waiting for?
All right. I will turn around to the others and I will mention this door seems to barely be containing whatever it is behind it, not in terms of a physical form, but more of a magical energy. So I mean, if what we're looking is an artifact of great power to bring people back, then I would assume that might be behind whatever this is.
Well, Lex, I mean, Carsus, I'm pretty sure I was going to say that that's the type of artifact we're going to be looking for. I'm more than happy to follow you there.
I don't suppose you got anything in your notes, have you, Richard, or is that also a dead end?
Well, let me just check now. Obviously, I'd not been this deep in the tomb before, but I did have some research that I found before. It's known that the artifact has, well, strong magical properties, as you can imagine. But from what I understand, it's something to do with either death or worlds beyond. So, I don't know how to deal with the doors, but I think we can expect some pretty powerful magic on the other side.
Is the glow the same? The glow from behind the door, is it the same color as the braziers here? And the fire
blue?
that was from the soldiers, pugilists.
Somewhat similar, yes.
Okay.
Well, did you see a way to get in?
Did I see
did
a
I?
way to get in? No, sorry.
Did I saw something on the door, Matt? Like a handle?
Make me an investigation check, please.
I will get closer if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
13 again, I believe.
13
Yes.
again. So you do see that in the centre of this double marble stone door, there are two ring-like handles. And as you get closer to the door, you can just hear this.
Oh boy.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
Great.
Any distinct voice? Or is it just a
Hard to tell because it is
Just your
very
standard
much a
ghostly.
whisper.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, low wisdom. Hearing that, I will continue to move forward.
Okay.
And I'll place my hands on the handles.
Anything to report, Carsis? Is there a way in?
I'll just... There are handles, so I'll just pull them.
Is that... Are you don't want Richard to do it?
I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but he's already dead.
My hands are on the handles. I'm pulling them.
So you pull. Make me a strength check, please.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I haven't done many of these. Damn.
Great. It's a 5.
5. You pull. And the muscles in the arms begin to bulge and ripple. You can see the back muscles begin to flex as well. But Carsis cannot budge this door.
It's a push door.
Just a little sign above in blue that says push. Yeah.
Well, it's pull, but backwards.
That's not canon.
Seems locked pretty tight.
Is there any inscriptions on the door? Like riddles, clues? Anything like that?
Not that I can see.
I'm with Stick on this one.
Yeah. Also, the muscles are for show. They're not practical.
I was just going to say I am not particularly able to check if there's much magic on the doors, unless we sit down and have some tea for a while.
We haven't got time to rest. Jewels at stake. Gotta figure it out now.
I was hoping for tea. Never mind.
Do you think we could destroy the door? No, it looks too formidable to destroy. Do you think we have to do this persistence thing like we did with the other doors?
What, and we keep pushing and pulling and...
Well, maybe if other people are helping.
I will happily help.
I'm going to go get one of the hands from one of the creatures I blew up and try and open the door with its hand, see if that works.
Nice. In the meantime, I'll go up to Carsis and I will help. Just want to double check, is there any writing on this door, or is that already been done and I was doing other things?
It has not been done, so make me... it's not been... nothing's been found, anyway, at least. Make me an investigation check, but as you approach, you then hear similar...
Oh, blimey.
I'm not the only one.
Is that, Do I hear that? Or do I just hear Morlin?
You hear your name. Carsis. Here's their name.
18 for an investigation.
As you begin to sort of look at this door, you too see this inky black-like energy coming off, but this distinct blue glow. It's almost like just like a thin blue line around the edge of the door, like the seal of the door, if you like. And also down the middle, where you guess these doors part, there is writing on the door. What languages do you speak, Morlin?
Celestial,
or can you
common,
read? Do you understand?
Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
Does it say
Celestial
friend in Dwarvish? Sorry.
Read that one to me again.
Celestial, common, Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
That's a lot.
This is written in Celestial.
Nice.
Recognizing that it's
And in
Celestial, he will get a book out to help him. He's can't quite remember, so he's trying to bring out the translator.
Did anybody else have the pitbull sound in their head then when Mr. Worldwide popped up in chat there?
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. There we go. So, as you then begin to sort of read this Celestial, it does read, "Here lies the King of Gildorn, to planes beyond, power sought, power gained, power abused.
What was that? Power sought, power gained, power abused.
Power sought, power gained, power abused.
Sought as in seeking, right?
Yes, S-O-U-G-H-T, sought as in to seek.
Force sort? No, power sort. No, that's the one. Version upon it anyway. There anyway, that's what it says. You're making me... I suppose he was tampering with trying to, was it stay alive? This fellow?
Well, yeah, that would make sense if he's been seeking the power to, well, deny, who was it, the matron of death?
The matron of ravens, yes. I mean, do you think you can just run to a different plane to survive? It's awfully interesting.
Maybe. Or at least to just...
to postpone to, well... You don't think this goes somewhere, do you?
One way to find. But if he's lying, then that implies... Unless it's a mistranslation, that implies that he is dead.
Oh, quite possibly. I was caught up on a couple of those other ones. Lying, I suppose, what other version could that be? Hiding, maybe? Well, it could be hiding. To lay low? Maybe I have got the translation wrong.
But then again, why would he... then again, why would he have statues of the matron if he didn't want her to find it? So surely that's just like a trail of breadcrumbs.
Or he is here or trapped, not of his own volition. But perhaps that was put afterwards for his protection, or more precisely to keep him here.
Well, let's try and... Oh, Lex? What is that?
I thought I'd try this and see if it worked.
On your little device thing you have with you? Or...
Well, I thought if they're made of the same magic, their hand might be able to open the door. Wishful thinking, but a shot, right?
By all means, I suppose they were here to possibly guard the place. Are there enough for all of us if we need it? Or, well, I suppose we'll have to find out first.
I'll give it a bash, Matt, and see what happens.
Then he'll try the hand.
Okay. As you then approach the door,
Hello? Did you hear that? Someone is speaking to...
I believe this door whispers our names. I heard mine anyway. Cautious?
Yes, I'm hearing mine too.
Oh.
That's the sort of information that's quite pertinent to tell me up front.
Lex, this door is whispering our names.
Thanks, Morlan.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Here to serve.
I'll try
so
my
you hear these names
tactic.
whispered. As I just send a quick DM's whisper out as well.
You bastard. Absolute bastard.
Wisdom saving throw you having to make.
None. Red now.
Bear with me.
What's loudest? That's my question.
That's a very interesting question. I'm going to say neither.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Morlan, make me a perception check, please.
Was your DM's whisper as unsettling as mine?
That was a cult.
Potentially.
That was exactly the
good.
same roll. Cool.
Glad we're all on the same page.
9.
9. Good to know. Let's do good old Richard. 2. With a perception of -1. Oh no, +1. So 3. Richard picks up and fuck all.
I'm assuming my hand, using that other hand, doesn't work.
Yep.
Well, at this point, I'm going to ask whoever's. Well, are you trying just on your own?
I would hope.
Okay. In which case,
With
Lex
quite with quite the hurry, I would like to point out.
Okay. Very good. So, Lex, you sort of place this pugilist hand in and sort of close the fingers around. As you pass, Richard sort of goes, "Do you mind if I have that when you're finished with it? I would like to stir
Not
you."
now, Richard.
Sorry. You carry on. You close the fingers around and then just sort of hold on to it and pull as Karsis also pulls with you. Make me a strength check with advantage.
Oh, God.
Can I do it?
Well, there's the question, Lex. Do you want to do it or do you want Karsis to do it?
Well, I
Lex has
rolled a
done
10.
10. As you pull, you actually pull the pugilist palm away from the fingers and the cogs and bits just come apart.
Ah.
Well, now that's just a waste of fine technology, if you ask me.
Did the whispering voices seem to know more about you than you were prepared to admit? Must admit, I feel quite uncomfortable at the moment.
Nope. And I'm gonna stop pulling the door again.
They know my name. That's more than I would like them to know, I suppose.
I'm inside,
Karsis, make me another
inside
strength
checking
check, please.
Karsis, 100.
Go for it. I mean, you can roll a
Doesn't
natural
matter.
1, you'll still fucking succeed on it.
Well, I rolled a 7, so don't hold your breath.
Yeah, Gus is terrible at hiding this. That's 100% a lie, what they just said.
Yeah.
Right. I get the sense you feel uncomfortable, Karsis, but you're right. Time is of the essence. Let's worry about that later.
Karsis is still straining on this door. Karsis, make me a strength check, please.
Fuck off. 4.
4.
Has anyone tried asking the door to open?
That's a good point. I can see the celestial inscription. Does anybody else know celestial, or do you want me to speak it?
Yeah, I mean, I know it not well, but if you would like to speak it, go for it.
Yeah. Thinking about persistence, I will say in celestial, open the door, for the love of gears, we're in a hurry. Or, if that doesn't work, I will try, oh, matron of ravens, let us in, and try and be all polite about it, pretending to sound sincere, or trying to sound sincere.
Now Kirik is cringing.
Okay. Dave, somehow, please remove your headsets.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
fuck. Well, I'm scared. Can I change what I did? No. Richard did it.
You're in this now. You're in this now. Cool. So you speak to the door, and yet again, those voices sound back. Those whispers. A man out of time. A man out of place.
Are you referring to me or the king beyond this door?
You know very well of whom we speak.
We? With whom am I speaking then? I thought I was just talking to the king.
We are the ones beyond Lexis Ordonis. We see you. We know you.
How? How do you know? No, nobody knows. Everyone who knows is dead.
Precisely.
Are you them? You my family?
She is here with us.
Prove it.
It's at this point you hear Jules' voice. Lex? Lex? Is that you?
Are you safe? Can you hear me?
Lex, I cannot see. Where are you? Lex. And then it
I'm on the other
fades
side.
away. You seek the prize within this tomb.
What is the price in exchange for the prize?
There is no price. There is only challenge.
Then what is the test?
Persistence.
I think I've been
And with
pretty
that, you're
persistent
just going to
so far.
hear this click. And the door is just going to slowly open. Headsets on, please. All of you have just witnessed Lex focus very intently on the door. Various emotions pass over their face, but then you all hear this subtle click, and the door opens. Blue light immediately floods out, and you all hear a single note ringing inside this room, which is now revealed to you. And I need to bring up the right map. You find yourself in the central chamber, or you find the central chamber of this tomb open to you. On a raised platform, a stone sarcophagus, and at the foot of this stone sarcophagus, a spectral sphere, about 2.5 foot in diameter. And even though it's coloured blue on here, that is just due to the light in the room. As you look at it, it is this swirling grey colour. I need everybody who looks at this sphere to make me perception checks, please.
Oh, totes.
Ooh. Come on, be good.
Nice.
11.
22.
22.
4.
And a 4. Morlin, as you look into this swirling grey sphere, the surface of it shifts almost slightly, and you begin to see stars. Almost like an endless cosmos that is within this sphere and beyond. And you find yourself drawn towards it.
Oh, by the power of the Everlight, this is beautiful. I'll start walking up to it. Find myself on the map.
Richard is going to step up at this point and place a hand on your shoulder, Morlin. Morlin, let's not be walking into rooms with strange magics now.
Well, thank you, Richard. Yes. Yes, that corridor wasn't... Oh, no, don't look at it again. Yes. Yeah, thank you.
Have the voices stopped?
Yes.
Guys, I've got to tell you about what just happened. The voices came to me and they knew things about me that they couldn't know. But they were speaking from the other side because Jewel also spoke to me. It was brief and she just sounded confused, but I was able to speak to Jewel from the other side, so we're obviously on the right track.
Oh, no, this is wonderful.
Well, the plot thickens, I'm afraid, because they said, I asked them what the prize, or the price we must pay for the prize we seek would be, and they said it's a challenge of perseverance, persistence, even. Whatever that means.
From us or from Jewel?
I think we're about to find out.
Yeah. Well, I've been drawn to that thing in the room, but I fear we will have to enter. Do we?
Yeah, I don't suppose you. Do your notes have anything on this, Richard, or your research?
I understand that this may be an effect of the artifact. It's magic is well, not contained from what I can see. Lex, make me an intelligence check with advantage, please.
Come on, be good. Natural 20, twice. I rolled two natural 20s. Come at me.
That was meant to fucking be.
Yeah.
As you say that, and Richard explains the magic of this artifact is not contained, you look at that orb once again, and you have almost an epiphany. This is no mere silvery orb. This is a spherical rift and a potential portal to another plane.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck. Guys,
Nope.
just go with me on my thinking here. We know the king was trifling with death and playing our travel, right?
Moving to other planes, yes.
Yeah. What if he succeeded and this is actually portal to that plane, which is why we can hear the voices of the dead coming through, because that's exactly what that is, a portal. Death.
To death?
Well, the land of the realm of the dead or whatever, I don't know. That'll explain the sheer power coming off of it.
Yes, but Lex, you, I seem to recall that we came to the conclusion that Jewel is not dead. She's trapped somewhere else.
Wherever she may be, she spoke to me, so she must be through there.
Well, I sincerely hope it isn't death. I do hope that we are, well, looking upon a plane that is elsewhere.
Yeah. Do you think it's we could do like a little reconnaissance where we tie a rope to one of us? I'm thinking Richard, send them through, let them investigate, and then we can pull them back.
I was saying that I was rather hopeful we'd find out if we can get back. The king presumably hasn't, and whether that's for will or lack of ability.
Well.
Legs hang on.
Have we tried calling
No.
her name? Jewel? Are you in there?
It's just
It's
this
worth a
single
try.
note that continues to ring out in the room.
Morlin hums that note. Tries to get to that note anyway.
Morland's there going,
E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat. Thank you for the music.
And then we all break
Yeah.
into Backstreet Boys. I want it that way.
Oh, I do love Johnny English.
Yes, I'm doing quite well, thank you, boss.
Morlin. Morlin.
More than a feeling.
Make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Absolutely wonderful. Look at that. The charisma's alright. I was the worst. Okay.
Charisma saving throw.
Get in.
Nice.
Natural 20.
As you reach that note, even for the briefest second, you feel your very body vibrate with an energy as such. And it's almost like something pulls at you. But feeling that, you instantly stop humming and whatever is attempting to happen no longer.
Yeah, yes, the tone, the music, yes. Don't try that.
Why?
I felt more than just a desire. I felt a physical being drawn to it. Well, unless we do want to do this, but maybe not.
No, we're not. I mean, Lex, I know that you want to investigate the portals, but that's not today's quest. I'm sorry, we're not here to.
No, but if
Are
if
you
Julius is on the side-
generally interested in portals there, Lex?
Well, this is part of my main mission, but this is an important side quest. What if Jewel is on the other side and we have to go get her to bring her back?
Well, then maybe we do need to hum it. But you've never heard of a note being the gateway to passing through or anything?
Have I?
Something like a revving up engine or something? I'm not quite sure if that's...
I don't think I would know that necessarily.
Well, again, make me an intelligence check with advantage, please.
Oh, come on. Let's nail it twice in a row. Meh. 13.
So you've been educated on the planes somewhat, or at least planar travel. You have travelled through planes. And you are also tasked with investigating planar disturbances. You would know that each plane of existence has its own resonant note and resonant frequency.
Well, actually, yeah, you're right, Morlan. When I think on it, and I think of the knowledge I've been bestowed upon me, that yeah, each portal seems to have its own frequency or its own note, so that is key to sustaining the portal and keeping it open. So that might be why when you match that note, you felt you were physically pulled towards it. So, do you think maybe we just need to take that note back and be physically with Jewel to then be able to match it and bring her, whatever, her soul or spirit of Karas into her body, or do you think we could capture it here and take it back? I'm really unsure. What do we think is best, everybody?
Perhaps one of the other things we can have a look. Is there anything that would produce that note willingly
I
for us
think
to be
that
able to return?
I think we have to find the artifact that does this for us. I'm sorry, we don't know. We don't even know what the resonant note of this plane is. So even if we go in, how do we get back? We were told to find an artifact.
Is this
We were told to find an artifact. So
is this orb on a plinth and obelisk or anything?
So the stone sarcophagus sits on a raised platform, a dais. This orb is floating in the air about probably 30 centimetres above the toes of the sarcophagus.
Can I check what... yes, looking for any wording on the sarcophagus. I will get close. I will get up to it. I will do my very best not to look at the orb or hum it again. But yes, I'm trying to look for, is that sarcophagus holding the aforementioned body?
Okay. As you step into the room, then squeezing past Lex and Karsis, the minute you step foot into the room proper and close to the sarcophagus.
Yes, I hear you.
She sees you. Make an investigation check, please.
Yeah, okay. I'll take it. Investigation -1, 15.
15. As you look around, there are no markings on this sarcophagus apart from one. In the very top, in the centre of where the chest would be, there is a circular imprint and the symbol of a mask. And looks like it's surrounded by sort of imprints of feathers.
A symbol that I would know with the information that I knew of the Matron of Ravens prior to this.
Yes, you would recognise it as the symbol of the Matron of Ravens.
is the body in there?
I have no idea, and I'm sure you can understand my predilection to opening tombs, but
I would say, sorry, with a 15 as well, you would notice that the lid of this sarcophagus is shifted very, very slightly. It is not perfectly sealed. There is a gap at the foot, probably a centimetre wide.
shit. Yes, my predilection to not opening tombs. However, this one does seem to be ajar, very slightly.
Is the body
then-
inside?
Well,
Might as well just check.
hang on. Wait. Just
Hands on the lid.
okay. Cart is fine. I will help you. However, this symbol is of the Matron of Ravens, so there is every chance that he has been caught by the Matron.
Pardon me.
Oh, on your head be it. If he gets out, damn it. Oh, you've made me swear.
I'll look at Morlan and I'll say, the thing about gods is that they're just powerful beings. We all get powerful one day, and I'll just push it open.
Okay. As you've all entered the room, you all continue to hear those whispers at this point. Karsis, as you now say that and place your hands on the lid and go to shove, make me a strength check. As you then hear in your head, I am watching.
Is that a voice I recognize?
Daddy?
Make me a history check, please.
Daddy, can you hear me?
History.
Or history or a
17.
wisdom check, whichever one you wish. 17. You don't recognise it directly, but something about that resonates deeply.
Oh, you bastard. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to push it open. It's a 10 on strength, though. So.
To 10. Morlin, you helping, sorry.
I'll give him advantage if you want.
Yeah, so roll again then, please, see if you get any higher.
13.
13. Between the two of you, as this has already been shifted, and as you push, you get the feeling this is not the first time the lid of this sarcophagus has been opened. You just... and it falls across the other side, and as it falls, it lands and cracks.
There's a hasty
And the
prayer
orb.
to the to Seren Ray from Morlin in his head.
Okay, the orb now shifts and hovers
Oh, fuck.
right above the neck.
No, that's not good.
Inside, you see a muslin-wrapped corpse. The muslin has come apart in certain places, and you can see you are not the first to visit this tomb. You are not the first to disturb this sarcophagus. And you see the emaciated, mummified corpse of a once king, long forgotten. And around the neck, there is a silver pendant.
As
I'll
the
grab
orb
it.
moved, Morlin will have cast mage armor from his staff. So this pulse
Okay,
of
you
bright
cast mage
energy
armor.
comes across from the staff along his arm and around him.
So this divine light shines around Morlin as Karsus, you reach in and you grasp hold of that pendant. And as you grasp hold, there is a moment where you just hear this. You pull the pendant, the orb disappears, and in the room there are two hovering spectral forms. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Oh god.
Oh, dear. Don't be shit, don't be shit, don't be shit.
I'm rolling absolute dog shit.
Fuck, 7. 7? Fuck me.
Richard got a 6.
So
Karsus.
did I.
Oh dear.
6 as well.
Oh shit.
We're going
fuck it.
down.
3
None
roll
of us
again,
roll
please.
Above a 10?
No.
Oh,
So,
me.
are
Yeah.
we playing rollies yet? 3.
Yep. 3.
They
Is
are
that just the
pretty
number on the
tokens,
dice?
though.
Yeah, just the number on the dice, please.
16.
16. Okay, in which case it's going to go Lex, Karsus, Richard, Morlin.
As if I'm first with a 7.
Well,
That's fucking terrible.
you're not.
You're not first, that's
Well,
the problem.
Out of you guys, out of us, I'm first.
Just to point
So
a note,
sorry,
it's
let's
Karsus,
just-
yeah, I was
let's
gonna
just
say,
move
Karsus
this.
next to me.
And we'll say Richard is just through the door. So Lex is there. So,
And what order is that,
this
sorry?
first.
Those two spectral creatures remind me of the twins from the Matrix, you know, when they go all
Yes!
Yes.
Nice.
Reference.
So this first creature is going to move straight up to here and just floats, and its hand is just going to reach forward to press against Karsus. And as it does so, everybody hears this whisper.
Do I understand that?
That is a natural 20, I shit you not.
Oh,
Fuck. A dog.
What order are we going in, by the way? Lex is first.
Lex. I think it was Lex, Carsis, Richard, Morland. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I need some dice.
No, don't. It's fine. I rolled ones.
Oh no, I need more dice. I need more dice. That was a natty 20.
Bum, 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 bum. Nope.
Well, that was garbage. That was generally fucking garbage.
Good.
Untouchable swordsman.
16 points of necrotic damage. And I need a constitution saving throw, please.
Necrotic.
You will get
16
advantage on
points
this saving throw. 16 points of necrotic damage. And a constitution saving throw with advantage, please.
Interesting. Okay. Constitution 19.
9,
Advantage just for fun. Yeah, 19.
19. Yes. Yes, you take the 16 points of necrotic damage, but no other effects.
Great. I'm on 9.
Second.
Oh, fuck.
The second spectral creature then hovers round to Morlin, and its hand is going to reach forward. Morlin. And it is going to try and hit you. That's less good. That's an 11 to hit.
Morlin.
Yeah,
Misses, yes.
does miss.
Also just realised that doing
Okay,
mage armour
then.
on myself has done nothing at all to my AC.
Because you've got enough armour.
No, I mean, it's crap anyway. It's just that it's a base of 13 plus my dexterity, so it's exactly the same as while I was wearing armour anyway.
13.
Well, there you go, then.
It's
Cool.
14.
Lex, then. Straight over to you.
Seeing what just happened to Carsis, I will get a little bit of holy water and powdered silver, turn it into a paste on my hand, run over to Carsis, slap him on the back and cast protection from evil and good on him,
Oh, you
which is
beauty.
concentration for up to
You
10 minutes. So that's aberrations,
absolute
celestials,
beauty.
elementals, fae, fiends and undead have disadvantage on attack rolls and they can't charm, frighten or possess him.
Nice. So we will put a nice.
So I'll move up to him and then I will automatically move away from him again.
Them.
Put a yellow ring around Carsis then, because naturally Lex's magic is sort of a yellowish colour, I believe.
Yeah.
Cool. Dum-dum-dum-dum.
Yellowy coppery colour.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's a full action and I've got no enemy bonus level spell slots left and stuff, so that'll be me.
Okay. Carsis.
Yeah, feeling that all of a sudden, not just the physical impact, but also the name that was shouted. Cassis is going to be very, very angry and is going to go into Blade Song as a bonus action. And as my action, I will attempt to stab at this creature. Tear of Sorrow shining a very bright white and and a sort of stormy grey, as I will cast Whisket's Precision Blade at the first level against this creature.
Very good.
Oh, so close. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Great. So it's going to take. I'll use Pierce of Feet to reroll that. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
7
And
points of piercing damage.
after I do that, there's going to be a white slash and a grey slash out of the air. And I would like to. It's going to take 1 point of radiant damage, 1 point of thunder damage, and I would like to know if it's vulnerable, resistant, or anything to it.
So, the slashing damage is halved because your weapon is still non-magical, even with the spell.
It is not magical.
Take 4 points of slashing damage. It still takes the point of thunder damage, and still takes the point of radiant, but you know that thunder damage, it does not bother it whatsoever.
Interesting. And nothing special from the radiant?
Nothing special from the radiant, no.
Bugger. Okay. After that, I will. It is lame. It is lame. I'm gonna say
100% agree with that one.
But yeah, after that, I will. I will move because I noticed what Lex did to me, so I will just move over there. And
okay, so you move to there.
I will, final thing, just say to the creature. Oh, do you know that name? That's it.
Spectral face just grins. And we are then over to Richard, who, first and foremost, you just see that Richard sort of reaches over his shoulder, pulls off Henry, and just whispers, and Henry, the little spider bot, just begins to crawl over towards where Karsus is, as Richard is then going to... is just going... what is that? Holds up the multi-tool that he had, and this beam of bluish white light just streaks out, and you can hear the crack in the air as the air around this beam almost freezes instantly. Oh shit, as I hit the mic there, and Richard is going to cast Ray of Frost.
Nice.
That's not great, though. It is a 13 to hit, which I think hits. So that's a S1, and that will hit. Just. I can pull the right character sheet up, so that's one of those. Ugh. Richard, thanks for coming. That's 1 point of cold damage to S1. But S1's speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of Richard's next turn, I believe. Just double check that one. Yes. So 1 point of cold damage, which it's still going to take. But even then, this spectral creature just almost just grins it off. Then coming around to Henry, who is going to crawl towards you, Karsus, and you can just see the little spider bot legs, and its head then literally just butts you on the calf, and you are going to take... Well, I can pull it back up because I went to the spells list. Where's it gone? You are going to get... Sorry, not take. Ignore that. I've read that wrong. So instead, it's going to wander straight up to the spectral creature and is going to try and hit it. It's not with an 11. So how far did it go there? 5 feet. It's then going to scuttle back towards Richard. So sorry, I thought it could heal. Then apparently it can't. Any constructs. So my bad. Morlin.
Cool. Yeah. Does Morlan recognize or know these creatures?
Make me a nature or religion check, please.
It'll be a religion check if you don't mind, and it's an 8. It was nearly brilliant.
You're a cleric, do it at advantage. You're also a researcher.
Cock end 10.
10. 10's enough.
Okay.
While you don't recognise the specific creature, you recognise these creatures as some form of spirits or spectre or something along those lines. Phantom, wraith, whatever.
Cool. Right.
They are. You would recognise them as an undead form. Put it that way.
Not a low-level undead, though.
That's more difficult for you to say, but
Yeah.
you would recognise them as an undead form.
Ah, yes. The cleric's struggle.
I do. Where the frig is it? Is it a channel divinity thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just saying destroy undead, but I'm guessing turn undead.
If you click on that, it will give you your turn undead features.
Just giving the destroy undead. That's very weird. I'm just saying because it would
Click
just
on
move us. It would
It'll
just
give
move
you
us
your
away,
table.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, turn on that just moves them away. Which is useful in itself.
Against your turn undead feature, it doesn't say that. Is that an action or is it?
Yeah, I believe it is an action.
Sorry, I
As
just
an
cannot find it. I
action,
cannot
because
find it
it's
on my
a channel
sheet at all.
divinity. So your turn undead, if you look at channel divinity in your features and traits list, the turn undead is just underneath the checkbox for your channel divinity action.
I've got destroy undead.
No. Literally, under your channel divinity feature, within features and traits, there is one that says channel divinity, and then there's a paragraph underneath that before you get to channel divinity preserve life. Just above that, there's a checkbox that says /short rest. Right at the bottom of that, channel divinity, turn undead, one action. Click on that, that will give you your details for turn
Okay.
And Stick, I'm creating that NPC tomorrow.
Recognize.
Recognize. Yeah.
Oh fuck it! Try it.
Yeah.
So yes, Morlin is going to. It's probably not going to. Yeah. I mean, can I move back this way, and then
by the power of Seven Ray, get out of my sight.
and then his holy symbol as he holds it up. It will glow, and they will have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Both of them
So
within
every
30 feet.
undead
I'm guessing,
creature.
yeah, they are.
Each undead creature you see or hear within 30 feet of you. Wisdom saving throw. So for
Richard
S1,
walks away.
That would be fucking brilliant. S1 for a wisdom saving throw gets a 13,
I've fucking no idea. What's my
and S2 gets 5.
Oh well, the save. I'm guessing is just my save, isn't it?
It's your spell modifier. Yeah.
Cool, it's 15.
Yeah, spell modifier. 15. So both of
both
those
fail?
fail as this.
Oh, sorry, my modifier
radiant
is
light
plus
just-
4, so it's a save DC of 15. Is that right?
Yeah.
So this radiant light shines out, and both of these creatures instantly just sort of wince and. But they are not destroyed.
No. And is it their reaction? Yes.
I think it's on their turn, isn't it? If the creature
Spend its
fails
turn
to
trying to
save
move,
throw,
yes.
Its turn. Yeah, so it's on their turn.
Uh,
It can't take reactions. It can only use the dash action or try to escape.
okay.
So,
And then
and
again,
then
in case that didn't work because they don't move immediately, he kind of felt like it might do. Can I do this? How many times can I do this? Nope, not going to do that. So, have I got any bonus actions that I can do? Not the want to. So, that was my whole action, and I've moved. I'm going to stick with that.
excellent. We are then back round to the top. So S1 immediately has to dash and has lost 10 feet of its movement due to Ray of Frost. So it can fly 40 feet and it's just going to go over to there. Although, nope, it can move through things. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, okay, 40.
Nice.
Cassus sees that Morland did something, and then these creatures start moving away, so they will not take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
As to
Cool,
not
because of
distract.
course he forgot to say anything.
It's alright, Cassus is intelligent.
Very good. So, Spectre 1 and 2, as I've just revealed what they are. Oh, go on, Lex, what would you like to do?
I would like, well, now they've gone, my plan is gone as well, to be honest.
Highway.
He said the enemy's away, don't say sorry.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I just enjoy people fucking them up.
Should we try and escape with the pendant now they've gone?
Morland, what did you do?
Yeah, I simply sent them away. They'll come back shortly. Prepare yourselves and Cassus, get yourself better.
How shortly is shortly? Time for us to get out?
Yeah, about a minute.
Well, I say we run then.
I say we run.
Okay, Richard is immediately going to go up to this door and places his hand on it, and it opens. Well, I'll be seeing you. I've got things I need to take care of in here, so if you just draw them out, I've got things I need to go find. Bye. And he steps through as the door then.
I'm running the way we came in.
Yeah, fuck him.
Okay, yes. That plan's abandoned, and
Yeah, I'll follow the two of them out.
Very good. So all three of you start running. And yes, I am going to say, based on the fact that there is turn undead, you all begin running back through the corridors and back towards the marble stairs and begin running up. Everybody make me a perception check, please.
This is why clerics are the best, because they can just bypass combat.
18 for me.
Was that a perception check?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
9.
9.
Morlin and Lex, then, you would hear a very distant scream and then the whispers just echo out throughout this whole tomb. Hours! And you exit out into the daylight of a Gildornian afternoon. As you all stumble out of the tomb, where the sand had receded back magically, it all just begins to pour back and cover this tomb.
Cassius, less, but we didn't get Jewel?
I think we've got the artifact. I think that's enough for now.
Yes? Oh. Well. Yes. That's what we need.
Let's hope your clerics can do something with this. Lex, which way are we going?
Oh, bloody hell, good question. I will use my powers that got us here in the first place, my keen sense of direction, to take us back the way we came, hopefully, if I roll a good check.
I will...
Make me a survival check with advantage. Carsus, make me a charisma saving throw, please.
9.
9. You look around. Somehow you miss the big fuck off city towards the west. You just wander around, just like. Carsus?
Oh, shit.
4.
I'm saying the DMs must be your way.
I am so glad that you're doing that.
In the meantime, Cassius, I'm glad I sent them away. You seemed like they did you some damage. May I? I can assist if you would like.
Can I answer that after I get my DM's whisper?
You may.
Bear with me.
That might influence the result.
Spoilers, shush. I also have a question for the DM when he's ready.
Okay. Done. Question?
Yes, so we were speaking about it sort of like when Morlin met them all and stuff. So would Morlin have an understanding? Do they need to go back to the temple and collect Jules' body, or are they going to Jules' body? Was that sort of...
So you were told to retrieve the artifact and return to High Priestess Amara.
Cool.
Cassus is a bit like distracted, but finally kind of looks at you and says, "Yes, yeah. I don't know what that was. It was just they just were able to touch me. I was distracted, I guess. But any help would be great.
Absolutely. Anyway, here. By the light of way and bless this.
Did you just ejaculate? Is that what happened?
Was that in character, Lex?
No, definitely not.
So 19 points back.
19.
Yeah, second level. Last one I had.
Nice.
That isn't a third level important one that we may or may not need.
I noticed you were off your game a bit there, Carsus. Are you okay? Like, in here?
What? Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I was just like everyone, just hearing voices in my head, and as you know, I don't particularly like that.
Yeah, well, I haven't been able to meditate for a couple of days, so emotions are running high for me too. I think the situation is getting to us a bit. Let's get back to the city. We need to return to the temple. Get this to the priestess. And I'll try again to determine which way to go, unless anybody else has figured out the big fucking skyscrapers in the distance.
I'll happily assist or do it. I don't mind.
With advantage, then, please, Lex.
Go on then.
That's better. 16.
This time, as you and Morlan both look around, Morlan sort of looks and points towards the city, which you can see in the distance. And you realise you just need to head west.
This way, follow me.
And we will say then, as you set off on the journey, Cassis,
Cassis will just take a look back.
like you want to do something.
Cassis will just take a look back as they are starting to walk. Look towards where the temple was, or is. And I'll just say, still clutching to the artifact in my hand, I'll just whisper under my breath. Who are you, and why are you pleased?
And the voice you hear back just says, soon.
Turn around and walk.
Very good. So as you all begin to make your journey west back towards the city of Agruz, we are going to fast forward that walk and take a very short break. Hello. That one took a minute to process, I think.
Every chance that
actually. Top stuff. Cool. Yes. Well, welcome everybody in the chat. I know there's a few familiar faces that have just dropped in the break, so thank you very much for joining us as always. Chat's been on fire this evening, so thank you very, very much for all the interaction. It's lovely to see. Cool. So, you have all made it back into the city of Agruz, having been out for a number of hours now. And it is an afternoon in Agruz, that warm sun still beating down. As you enter the city, the guards just sort of nod towards you with those chitinous and, sort of insect-like armour. Suits of armour. Words. Fucking phrases. I'll get stuff out in a minute. I also really need to sneeze at a minute, but it's not coming out, so it's really annoying me. Yeah, indeed. So, you make it back into the city of Agruz and immediately begin to head back, Morlan leading the way, towards the House of Prayer, which is the small temple to the Everlight. And as you approach the temple itself, and enter, you can see the High Priestess Amara is sat reading a book by the offering to the Everlight, I'm going to call it, somewhat of an altar. And as you step through, she just sort of looks up. Morlan, Lex, and not Richard. I trust
this is
was successful.
Yes, this is Cassis. Richard decided to stay on at the temple. I believe his desires for what he was looking for over. Yes, kept him from coming back with us.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Well, let's hope we see him back soon. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked. It's... Maybe we'll send somebody out to just make sure that he's okay. But, Lex and Cassis, lovely to meet you. I am High Priestess Amara, Acolyte of the Everlight.
It's nice to meet you too.
Of course, give her the artifact.
Oh, yeah. We've got this, and I assume that's what you need. And I'll move the necklace closer to her.
She takes a step back slightly. I think you can hold on to it for now, but I think it's now time for us all to go and see Jewel, was it?
Yeah. I don't suppose as a little favour you could help my friend out here. He's quite badly hurt.
Oh, sorry,
You
that
do
not
look
update.
a little bit peaky.
I'm actually
Oh,
not.
did you do it?
I'm fine.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, well,
He's fine. Let's go.
Full health.
yeah. Don't know why I didn't.
Sorry, no, everybody does look okay.
Scratch that.
Clearly you're distracted. You have so-called artifact and, well, Morland, you are going to accompany me on this one.
Oh, I am seeing this through to the end for sure. Didn't do that ordeal for nothing, and I'm very much looking forward.
Now, just to be on the safe side, I don't suppose anybody has a diamond, do they?
Oh, well, that's a very good point before we go. Well, firstly, here you are. Well, oh, yes, there it is. Pulls out the diamond. I did also, for the temple and its assistances, have some rubies.
Oh, how fantastic. Well, this saves us taking any from our collection.
Well, yes, I thought it would be perfect.
Well, it's certainly large enough for things, so, let's go see what we can do, shall we?
As we're walking in talking, I noticed you didn't want to take the pendant off of Karsus there. What? Do you not want to become familiar with it before you perform whatever ritual you need to perform?
Well, we just need it, I think, and, I don't know, there's something about that which I don't quite like. Almost dark in a sense, but hell, I'm all for bringing darkness to light.
Yeah. We know it opens a portal or a rift to the other side.
This is
that
what
much.
I was hoping. Amazing. Yes, I think, and this was what I was reading as well. Something about the nature of the soul in it, from what you were telling me. Sorry, maybe we should talk a little bit quieter amongst the bizarre. From what you were telling me, I think you've brought back Jewel's spirit, but her soul is still trapped. And it's that which we need to now coax back.
While I must say that while the portal was open, I did communicate with Jewel on the other side, albeit briefly.
Fantastic. That means this is the artifact we needed.
Would there be multiples or different places?
No, I just had my suspicions about this one in particular. It's rumoured that the Forgotten King was dabbling with the astral plane.
Yeah, so it wasn't death, Lex.
That makes more
As
sense.
such, it's a form. Indeed, it's rumoured, or at least theorised, that when the gods die, that is where they go.
We should just blast past the point that they die. They die.
Well, it takes a lot to kill a deity.
Yeah, I should hope so.
Yes.
I killed a king. I killed a god once. That's not in character, by the way. That's just me bragging.
Yeah. And you only killed an avatar.
It counts. I'm put it on my CV.
Why would you like to come and work for insert big blue chip name here?
What do you bring to the table?
Kill the god.
So wait, you're saying that when a god dies, they go to this plane?
Yes. I have not been. I've never plane hopped, walked, shifted. But from what I understand, divine essence doesn't just disappear. It heads to the astral plane and... Well, I don't know what happens when it's there, but that's the theory.
Not intellects. And you think that this opens up a port... You think that portal was the astral plane, not the death plane?
From what I know already, and from talking to the creatures, would I know that? Would that make sense that they were on the astral plane rather than death? Now, would that conclude
you also have a book about divine planes.
Oh yeah. Un momento.
So I'm going to let you make me an intelligence check with advantage, please.
Matt reads my character sheet. Oh, 10.
10. You very quickly flick through this book. Now, there's no mention of the plane of death as such that you can find, but there is mention of the astral plane, and there is description of portal colours, as we've said before, the colours of the plane, and you read the astral plane, and it describes the ethereal curtain as such as being a swirling grey colour.
Yeah. Thinking about the book I got and the colours that the portals have, the astral plane even is like a grey swirling colour. So yeah,
sounds like a metal band.
I've got an astral pain in my neck. Yeah, so yeah. Thinking about it, when I think on it, it is a portal to the astral plane.
From what I understand,
I was going to say, do we know why?
It's not quite a portal. The whole idea was to not send, but retrieve.
Do we know why the How did she get trapped there? I was expecting her to be somewhere else.
This, again, is... Morlan, I thought you'd read more books than this. Look, it's theorised, again, that a soul's journey into death is not a straightforward journey. Not every time. First, and it's usually very, very brief, the soul enters the astral plane before heading into death itself. And from there, through the 9 gates, before reaching its final destination, at which point she decides where that soul goes. Morlan, you and I, hopefully, when our time comes, we will ascend through the astral plane very quickly, through the 9 gates, and ascend to the kingdom of the Everlight, hopefully.
As one hopes, but yes, I must have missed the sections of the particular travel, and more of the where we end up.
Usually very, very brief. The fact that Jewel was separated in both body, spirit, and soul is almost unique. And as such, the soul cannot move on because it's still tethered in a way. It's stuck.
Well, let's hope that this will help her get back.
Indeed. Now, where was your ship, Lex? And Carsus, sorry.
This way, yes. I'll go towards the dock, towards where the ship is.
And as you head towards the dock, Romeo sees you coming and sort of immediately jumps up. Carsus, you're back. Did it work? Well, we've not seen Jewel. Sorry, what's going on? Hi, pleased to meet you. I'm Romeo Lightswift, captain of the Ebonmirth. High Priestess Amara of the Temple of the Everlight. A pleasure. Carsus,
We must
Lex?
get to Jewel. Come on. We can deal with pleasantries later.
Sure. Well, you know the way. We'll stay out of the way, I guess.
Yeah, just move to where Jewel is.
Okay. You head down into the crew quarters as such and head towards the back where your room is. And as you go to try the door is locked. And you just hear this voice from beyond. Who is it?
It's Carsus and Lex. Open up.
And the door unlocks, and you see the door open as Vala just holsters one of her pistols. Well, it's good to see you both. In one
How is
piece.
she?
And you've brought friends. She's fine.
Thank you
No
for keeping
change.
watch.
This was here not so long ago, casting again. She's fine.
All right. I'll look towards Morland
Thank you for
and
watching
the High
over.
Priestess. This is how does this work?
Well, I think it best that we leave it to us 5 if we include Jewel. Sorry, my dear, I didn't get your name, but I have no idea how this is going to go. Perhaps you would like to join the rest of your friends. Vala just sort of looks towards the pistols and... You sure you don't want me here?
Just wait down the door. Just that out of line somewhat, just in case.
Oh, Danny, your internet's playing up. I think your broadband's playing up there. But I got the gist of it, and Vala is going to turn around and just... I'll guard the door. She closes the door and leaves the 4 of you in. And Amara's going to turn to you all. Now, I don't want to make a mess of the good Romeo's ship here, but would you mind ever so gently moving Jewel onto the floor where we can sort of draw the necessary circles around her?
Yeah, I'll pick Jewel's body and place it on wherever they point out to. I know nothing about this. It's about to happen, so
Morlin and Amara begin to clear an area on the floor, and this room was fairly sparse anyway, but they just clear some of the boxes and bits out the way. And Amara, for a moment, just sort of pauses and looks up to a certain corner of the room, shakes her head, and then begins to take out a piece of yellow chalk and just begins to draw. And Morlin sees this. Morlin, make me a religion check or an intelligence check, please. Either way.
those fucking coins are going to be the end of us.
Sorry,
I
religion
didn't mean
or
intelligence, meant a religion or arcana. Sorry, they're both intelligence-based checks.
okay, yeah. So 19 on religion.
So you see the spell circle as sorts, or the divine rite that Amara is beginning to sketch out, and she noticed almost instinctively notices that you recognise and holds up another piece of yellow chalk that you just take, and you begin to join in as Carsis, you gently lay Jules' heavy, somewhat cold body in the centre. Takes about 8 or so minutes for Morlin and Amara to complete this divine rites, and Amara finishes this circle at the very top with the symbol of the Everlight. Now then, Morlin, the diamond on Jules' chest, please.
Absolutely. May I give you the honour of doing this? There is
You are
one
going
other.
to... sorry, Morlin.
There was purely one other thing I was going to do, but it would tap me out. So I feel it's useful as long as you're going to be heading this. But
I will absolutely be leading this. I need you to deal with that part. Carsis, I believe it was. You have the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to stand on the eastern side of this circle, please.
All right.
You're going to be the conduit. Lex on the western side.
Roger that.
You're going to be the... receptacle's the only word I can think of, but the receiver.
The receiver of what?
Of Jewel.
Oh,
Hopefully.
okay. Will she be inside me? Or will I, like, catch her? Not...
It's more of an arcane thing. Don't worry about it too much. I just need you stood on that cardinal point. Morlin, as you've placed the diamond, please head to the north. I will stand on the south. Fucking chat. And when we're ready, we will begin. Carsis, as I begin this divine rite, this prayer, Morlin will join me. I need you to feed this amulet with your arcane spark, your arcane energy. Activate it. Lex, I need you to call to Jewel, not in physical being, but using emotion, connection, whatever you have. The minute you grant that connection, give Carsis a thumbs up. Carsis, we will then need the same from you. Morlin. Once that thumbs up is given, I need you to reach out to her.
yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Well, here goes nothing. And Amara seats herself in a cross-legged fashion and takes out a tiny little, almost A5-size book and places it in her lap and begins to open the pages and begins to sing in a
Sorry,
chanted
just
prayer.
just before we start,
Go.
am I confirming that I need my last third level for a spell?
I'm going to leave that up to you.
Okay, I'm going to leave it.
Just
She begins to sing and chant out, and as she chants out, she opens her eyes, and they are just burning with a golden fire. The black tattoos that line her Goliath body You can only see them really on the face and the neck from the robe she wears, but they all begin to shine, and then you can see the glow of those tribal-like tattoos beneath the robes that she wears. And she continues to sing out. She then almost looks towards you, Karsis. I need you to make me an Arcana check, please. With advantage.
$22.
Very good. You now... Are you wearing the amulet or are you just holding it?
Just holding it.
You hold it and look to it as this chant sounds around you, and you just release a bit of your magical essence into it. And at that moment there is not a sphere, but almost like a small candle flame of blue light that begins to just burn above the amulet itself. That then begins to grow brighter and brighter and brighter. And Amara's face turns towards you, Lex. And you almost hear in your head, now. She continues to sing. And so we come to our first skill challenge of this ritual. Lex, how are you reaching out to Jewel?
Yeah, like you've given the emotional challenge to me, which is lovely. I will. Well, the bond that me and Jewel has made is through the love of a good mystery and through riddle solving. So I will focus on that bond and try and reach out through the connection we've made through that, if that makes sense. Rather than like through love or, anything like that. A logical bond that Lex thinks he has made with her, he's going to try and channel that. Kinship.
I like it. I am going to ask you then to make me a persuasion check, please.
I'm not bad at persuasion, he says. I rolled a 1. What a cunt. 6. Altogether. Rolled a 1. Fucking hell. Go team. Thank you for the shout out.
Dum.
Velna's energy is just infecting this ritual right now.
It's amazing. Love it. So Lex, as you sort of make that connection, and you can feel something familiar, and it begins to slip, but you then give the thumbs up as you focus in on that. Karsis, what are you offering?
Yeah, great question. I know that Jewel isn't one for magic. However, I have I've seen her use some type of magic that she appreciated. And so I will almost look towards this little candle flame, and I will channel the spell of Vortex Warp as if a way of teleporting her soul from the plane that she's on to the plane we're on currently. I will spend a second level spell slot for that.
I'm going to ask you to make me a spellcasting ability check then, please.
Yes, you may. Natural 20.
Oh!
There we go. And balance is restored.
God.
I'm taking a fucking picture of that roll. Because, yeah. Because as soon as Danny rolled a 1, I was like, well, we need a natural 20 next.
Sorry, Danny, was yours on that one, yeah?
Yeah.
I wrote down 6. Sorry.
It's a 6 altogether, but it was a nat 1.
That's fine.
1 plus.
This is a 24 altogether. So, Dave, not to put pressure on you or anything, but
Yeah, it's just come down to me just rolling for my own fucking character. It's fine. I'm gonna just roll all my dice and add it up to 1.
I'm going to say then, as Karsus then sees the thumbs up and looks towards this candle flame, you see only small, more than you, the last one now, paying ultimate attention, this tiny, almost disc-like thing form right in front of this candle flame, and you can see it just sort of sucking the candle flame itself in towards this tiny little vortex. As you see this happen now, you look towards that diamond. Morlin, what are you doing?
Knowing that she died a long time ago, but she hasn't died, that her soul is waiting to come back, that we have this portal that is opening up from here to where she is. He is going to use his last 3rd level spell and cast Revivify. And it is going in the hope that it will allow it's the connection between her soul coming back as per usual, which basically is going to allow, it's basically opening the door for everything else in this room to actually happen. As he is doing this, he's laid his staff in front of him as he's kneeling, and he has one hand over the diamond that is on Jules' chest, and will say,
Jewel, I have never really met you in person, but through your companions, I feel like I have come to know you remarkably well in a short time. I do sincerely hope that you will come back to this merry band of yours. It seems fated you have work to do. Come back to us, Jewel. Come back.
and he will cast Revivify.
Make me a spellcasting ability check, then, please.
Would that be a roll plus my modifier? Would that be what that is?
It'll be a roll plus your spellcasting modifier. Yeah, D20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, not the spell attack, the modifier.
No, just your modifier.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As Morlan then joins this ritual and the chant gets louder, the chalk lines turn to gold and they begin to light up, and this glow around Jules' body shines. Lex, you can feel that connection slipping and slipping, and you scrabble to just hold on mentally to it. Karsis, you focus in on that spell, and that vortex warp, just the disc sort of flows towards the center and grows, and then rotates and hovers above Jewel. The candle flame itself launches itself off the amulet, and the amulet itself begins to glow with that bright blue, and you hear that tone begin to ring. And the candle flame drops into the vortex warp, and this vortex becomes a silvery grey portal. Amara continues her chant. And now it's her turn. Jewel. You find yourself floating. And for the first time, you are aware of your surroundings. You look down to where your hands would be, and you don't see form. Instead, even you see an outline of starlight. And then you feel a pull. And you look down to your chest and you see a spectral tendril, a cord, if you'd like, that reaches out into the beyond and then just fades away. Make me a perception check, please.
Okay. Perception check. 16.
Now you have a sense of consciousness in this place. You look around. And it is endless. It is nothing but then this unfathomably large stone body of sorts soars past you. You sort of flinch away from it, and then as you turn, you think you see something glint in the distance. Almost some form of rock with something shining on it, and then you hear a singing, a chanting. You see a single blue candle flame that burns in front of you, that forms a swirling portal. Something you've seen a friend form before. And then that portal turns a metallic silver colour, and you hear a tone. That chord that sort of just disappears into the ether, then bends and connects to this silver portal. Jewel, what are you thinking in this moment?
She's feeling that this, the sort of the way she woke up, the way that doesn't feel right. But she's feeling like the candle and the singing is there's warmth there. There's there's something nice. It reminds her of the campfires, the candle flame, and people singing around it, and is drawn towards it. And her friends, her new friends, pop into her mind as she hopes that she can escape this very lucid dream and get back to them.
Okay. I am going to need you to make the final check of this ritual. I need from you based on what you've said, thank you for the follow.
Thanks.
Massively appreciated. Yeah, I'm going to ask you for a straight... I say straight. I'm going to ask you for an intelligence saving throw, please. That's what you do.
Okay.
Switch character sheets.
I was already on that one from the previous. Oh my god. That's a natural 20, baby.
Yes.
18.
Oh,
I mean, this is
again,
a dual roll,
photo.
to be fair.
I mean, yeah.
Jewel just rolls fucking nat 20s all the time.
Yep. So as Jewel, you feel that connection, you sense that familiar presence of a wizard you knew. And you also feel this golden warmth emanating from this portal, which as it shines metallic silver, you can see it's lined with this golden light. And you almost hear the sound of wings as you reach for that cord and just pull yourself towards the portal. And it's almost like something wraps around you and just pushes. And you soar. And you hit that metallic silver. Everybody in the room, Amara's chant finishes and she just sort of sits. Oh no. It wasn't enough. As the light, the golden light, literally sparks and fetters out. Morlin holding that diamond. The diamond just sinks into Jewel's chest as his eyes close. And there is almost the faintest golden light behind him of wings. Lex, you lose that connection. Karsis, you feel something hitting your vortex warp. And then something almost invisible, but a force into Jewel's body. And as it hits Lex, you hear Alexis Ordonis. Karsis. And everyone in the room, realistically. You hear Morlin, you hear, I am always with you, my child. And Jewel, you hear nothing. As your eyes flutter open and you take that breath.
Yes.
And Amara looks down. By the light, it worked. How? I wasn't strong enough. How?
What worked?
By the Everlight herself. As Morland then just sits back and just sort of... Oh. Ah. It worked. Amara, did you feel her? I felt her. And Amara's just going to look at you, Morland, in wonder. And she crawls round this circle and just pulls Morland into a hug. Well done, Morland. Well done.
I'm going to turn to the two of them. And I'm going to say, felt what? Who was that? The whisper, who was it?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to Lex, or are you talking?
No, I'm talking to Morlan and the High Priestess. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant those two. My bad.
No.
That's a hell of a dramatic pause, Matt. I thought, fucking hell.
Sorry. Amara's just going to look up. What whisper? I heard nothing. Morland, did you hear anything? Well, I Sorry, Dave. I'm going to murder the voice here.
I'm not quite sure that I heard.
I'm quite sure. I heard the Everlight, actually. Did you
I also
hear
heard
something
the same voice we heard in the tomb. We all heard that other voice, right? Saying, what was it? Somebody's name or a word? I'm not quite sure what that was.
No, I definitely heard the Everlight. And Amara's just going to look at you both. She is our god. If you were hearing whispers, then there are spirits or souls, more accurately, things in the beyond that know things, and they are reaching out.
Well, that was your god. You can tell her to stay the fuck away from me. I'm gonna throw the pendant at them and leave the room.
I'm not sure what came over him.
Catches it.
May I request that we keep that? I think on the mission we're on, we might need that again. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what came over him. I think the voice he heard may have more significance than maybe they are letting on. But can we keep hold of that?
Cog at this point has fluttered out of your coat and gone straight to your backpack, Lex, where it begins to pull out this chest, or this small chest, if you like, with these clawed feet. It just begins to drag that out and then drags it across the floor to Amara and then flicks the lid open. And Amara just places the amulet inside that small little chest.
Is that the same chest that I can't open myself?
Yep.
Fucking how can he open it and I can't? No. Shit. Well, I'll address that later. Off camera. Cog's gonna get it.
Yeah, is it possible if somebody explains what is going on?
You died, and we've come to great lengths to bring you back.
Yes.
Well, yes.
I'm sorry.
The long and short of it.
Alexis is
Jewel, dear, just rest. Your friends will talk you through this. Forgive me, I am I am the High Priestess of the Everlight here in the city of Agruz. Your friends have gone to great lengths to save you. I expect they have paid a price in some ways, but divine power has been felt here today. And this pleases me. And you are a symbol now of that divine power. I will remember this day. But I think the three of you now need time. No.
Jewel will have very slowly, and like she's been hit by a truck, get up and sit on the bed, and while Amara's speaking, she wants to... When she heard the divine power, she looks up at these two and just tries to read them with everything that they've just said. I would understand that you would have played quite a great deal in my return, not just what my friends have done. At which point I have to thank you very much, very, very much.
Do not thank us. Thank your friends, and thank the Everlight. Morlin, we have much to discuss.
That does allow me to address the elephant in the room, actually. Firstly, I can't thank you enough, and I know we discussed a payment of some kind. I know Morlin managed to take some jewels from the tomb. Ironically, Jewel, you would have loved it. There was so much treasure, you would have had a field day, but...
Lex, you need to spend time with your friend. I have felt a divine power I've not felt in almost 30 years. That is payment enough. And to see a life returned. We have the rubies, and whatever Morlin collected. And I have tasks for him now. I am very eager to see them started. I would love to stay and hash this out, but I think you as your family need to discuss and come to terms, and Karsis has something going on.
Yeah, we need to
apologise to him
that,
for me. Apologise to them, you said. Apologise to them for me. I will take Morlin now. Morlin, please, come on. Let us go.
Just before you leave, I was just hoping, I know you've saved one soul today, I was just hoping you may be in the mood to save some more. We have these coins that have souls trapped inside them. I don't know what to do with them. I'm hoping you could free them.
Oh, this is Cassis' villain arc.
I felt something of a dark presence here in this room.
We have no use for them, and it's not right they're trapped here. Balance must be restored.
Karsis, you are only outside the room at this point. The door is still open. Vala has just sort of looked to you like, what the fuck's going on? A hand at the pistol as you storm out. But you can hear this conversation going on, so if you want to come back, you can.
I'm hoping it's a slow-mo.
I'm charging up to the deck. Deck.
So Karsis again. I felt a dark presence. I assumed it was whatever had become of Jewel. You are telling me you have trapped souls?
Well, we acquired them from a shop, but the two devils that came and killed Jewel, I believe they were looking for these, so they can only do harm. And I'm seeing the power of the Everlight. I'm thinking she's the only one who can
That is what they were coming for?
I assume. That is my deduction, yes.
Then throw them overboard.
I'm inclined to agree with Jewel.
So,
You've
you can't just
collected
let these
coins
fall
with
into
souls in them.
anyone's hands. Yeah. Apparently the souls
Sorry.
can be freed.
I'm sure they can, but if they have been captured by these infernal coins themselves, then these people have let this happen to themselves.
So
I will not bring anything of an infernal nature into my temple.
So you were saying it's actually the balance has been restored because they are trapped inside the coin? That is the recompense?
I do not follow this idea of balance, but if they have served or have devoted themselves to infernal powers and got themselves, their souls, trapped in infernal iron, there is little I can do to save those souls now. We could free them, but they could just go down the same path.
Well, if they deserved it and this is the reaction to their action, then I suppose the status quo must be preserved. Okay, I'll give them to Carsus to guard.
I will pray on this, as this is something of a moral quandary now. I don't like to see any being suffer, but at the same time, they have brought this suffering on themselves. Hold on to them, bury them, throw them in the ocean. If you keep them and I have any other thoughts, I will reach out to you in some way. I think there are more important things for you to do now, Lex. Jewel, welcome back.
Okay.
Yes.
Find your friend.
Thank you again.
Look after them. There is something going on there. We will take our leave. We have
Thank you
interrupted
again.
you more than enough. Thank you, Lex. I never got your last name, sorry.
Ordo.
Lex Ordo, I shall remember that name. One who allowed us to feel the warmth of the light again. Come, Morlan. We have things to do. Morlan sort of wanders a little bit shakily, stunned out, as having exhausted all of his divine energies that he had. Just sort of slowly and surely wanders out. I do hope there's some tea on the way. And they wander off. Leaving, Valor stood in the corridor, hand half on a pistol. Do I go after Carsus, or do I stay here?
Perhaps you can... Valerie, could you get us some wine and water?
Yeah,
Do you
sure.
think I should go after Carsus? Or do you want me to stay with you? What do you think I should do?
I don't know, Lex. I was dead.
As you two have this conversation, then Carsus, you have waded out and just stormed out
That's the best
onto
response to that
deck.
question. I don't know, you fucking
As
moron. I was
Romeo sees you sort of wander out. Carsus, did it work? What? Carsus, are you okay?
Walking halfway down deck, annoyed, wanting to kill God, literally right now. Cass is gonna deal with the emotion that they're feeling in the only way they know. They're going to turn around,
Master.
walk up to Romeo. They're going to say, "It's been a lousy fucking day, but I'm hoping that we can make it a lousier evening. What do you say?"
All right.
Well, I've been propositioned in many ways before, but you look like you need it. Come with me.
Grab his wrist, go to the captain's quarter.
Fuck your feelings, all right?
So they wander off into the captain's quarters. As
Have the conversation with Romeo,
Valor-
however. And then...
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Fade to black on that one. Dis at this point wanders up and just gently... Lex, are you in here?
Yeah, please come in. I'm still
And
a
seeing
bit
Jules sat
in awe of
on
what to do, to be
the bed,
honest.
Dis just sort of sinks to her knees and... Oh. Well, thank whatever for... Welcome back, Jewel.
You did
Thank
keep
you.
two while I was away. Thank you so much.
This was definitely a team effort, and, well, whatever you did, saved her.
Is everyone else okay?
We're all fine. It's just you we were worried about, kid.
You
Glad to
You-
see you back.
you managed to dispatch those horrible creatures?
Well, let's say your friends got a little bit pissed off, from what I understand, and Lex here did something clever, and Karsus, they did what they do best, and stabbed.
Then I owe all of you and these two my life.
You look,
Jewel basically breaks down in tears at this point. Just silent tears down her face. She's done a bit of travelling. But after that, she's out of her league.
and Dis will sort of scoop you up. The wings sort of fold around you as well as Dis brings you into a hug, and then Dis reaches out a hand towards Lex.
I'm not quite okay. I know. Awkwardly
Don't be a
join
dick.
there.
And Dis just pulls you in, and the three of you there hug Jewel as Jewel just weeps, and the emotions come out as upstairs other emotions are being worked out in a very different fashion. Valor wanders the deck, just what the actual fuck is going on? And she then climbs the main mast and flops herself into the crow's nest next to Crodmar. Did they do it,
There was
Lassie?
no flopping in the captain's quarters, mate. It was rock hard.
Yes, Crodmar. She's back. I will I'll drink to that, at least. What a day. What a day. I will. She'll see another sunset. At least one. So let's have a drink and watch this one. And then we'll deal with what tomorrow comes. Or brings, even. I've had too much already. It's alright, my friend. It's It's always a beautiful sunset. What a day. And that is where we will close for this evening. The jewel returned. So thank you all for an amazing episode 14. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to the new viewers as well, the new followers. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you stay with us as well. There's lots to see, lots to reveal. There's been a fair few sort of nuggets tonight. Lots of different things going on. But that's been a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I want to thank Paul. I know he obviously couldn't be with us, but thank you very much for introducing Richard as somewhat of a fan favourite, I believe. Fate Unknown. Fate Unknown is all I'm going to say on that one. But yes, thank you all for joining us. You can catch this episode again if you joined us halfway through. Then you can catch this episode again on Friday on YouTube or on podcast format as well. If you want to go catch all our past episodes, they're also on there. Please, if you've joined us tonight in the chat and you're new, come and join us on Discord as well. And you can join our little Discord family there. We all support each other. And there's also some homebrews from Campaign 1. You can sort of engage with all the Campaign 2 theories and a few little spoilers in there as well. But yes, please come and join the community. It's great to see you all here. Great to have you here. Thank you very much. Thank you to my players. You're all awesome. I love you all. And I think that will be us for this week. So we will be back same time next week, I believe, unless there's something else happening. But we will update on the social medias for any updates on that front. But yes, thank you all. We love you all immensely. Thank you so much for the support. It has been amazing. This has been episode 14 of Campaign 2. We have been the Malt and Magic crew. Stay safe, and we will see you next week.